It's Broadway Jackbox, you guys. Happy May 22nd. It's Tuesday. It's Friday? I don't know what day of the week it is, actually. Why don't we introduce the guests? Everyone, it's Tony winner Ali Stroker.
Hi! Hello!
It's Tony nominee Gideon Glick.
Hi!
It's Tony nominee Jen Damiano.
Hey!
And it's Tony nominee Mike Faist. Here he is eating a salad.
Yes,
And Tony winner Alex Boniello, as always. And
Hey.
Mike Faist, why are you eligible for Broadway Jackbox?
I think because I'm not. I think that's why I'm eligible, is because I've never played, really.
Yeah, this is Mike's first time being on a video call ever, I think.
Yeah, it's true.
My mom we traded in Monopoly while she was in the bathroom. And when she came back, she got so upset that she drove away for 1 hour.
Oh my god.
And that's my lineage.
Fun fact, myself, April, who everybody here except for Gideon knows, Chris Rodriguez and her boyfriend Peter Zoom weekly and watch Survivor, and then at the commercial breaks, like, I don't know, like the alliance is strong. I don't know, like it's like completely fucking ridiculous that it happens. But you know what else? You know what's not ridiculous?
The Actors Fund.
The Actors Fund is not ridiculous. As always, in between games, as much as we can, and as long as you don't say anything that makes me uncomfortable, I will read some of those donations out. So if you want to say, Mike Feist, I can't believe you cut your hair, don't. Leave him alone. If you want to say, Ali Stroker, I cried my eyes out in a hotel room when you won a Tony Award, I can go ahead and donate that because that's what happened. Currently, the only incentive we have when you donate, you can put some money towards this. It'll prompt you and you say, yeah, put my $5 or whatever towards this. Is the fan favorite. Andrew will describe a song from Disney World. A song.
Ride.
Hold on, sorry.
A song.
My cat did something. Andrew will describe a ride from Disney World. We cannot interrupt him for 3 straight minutes. It's very painful for everybody to watch. It's incredibly awkward, but his breadth of knowledge about these rides is so fucking funny that I simply needed to keep happening. Andrew, how old were you when Ali and I were doing Spring Awakening together? How old were you in 2015?
I was old enough to, into what year, 2015?
Yeah.
I
Say the
feel
number.
13. I feel like it's 13.
Andrew, how old were you when Jen and I did Spring Awakening?
2006.
Wait, what year was it?
2006.
5?
2007.
What?
7.
Yeah, 2006, 5.
2006, I was 4 years old.
Fuck.
Sorry, guys.
That counts.
So we're going to start with a little game that I like to call, because this is what it's called, Quiplash.
I haven't written anything.
Well, you have 52 seconds to figure it out.
Oh my god.
Jen, it's a whole minute. That's like that whole minute. That's like 45% of mine and Mike's stage time in Dear Evan Hansen. Thanks, Mike. You're the audience one.
Yeah, right now, people. And now we're gonna find out. Oh, it's you versus me versus Ali Stroker. Wow, that's wrong.
That's bullshit.
Oh, I
Sorry, Ali Stroker.
full float.
Andrew, you were 4 when we did Spring Awakening. You are 9 years old.
The first production I've ever seen of Spring Awakening was my friends in it, and I saw it last year. It was the first time I ever saw the show, and I became obsessed with it. And Alex sent my friend Dan, who's playing Moritz, a video, which was very nice.
Come on.
Oh, we're definitely not worth it.
Well, I was gonna write because they're bigger than that.
You know what's insane? I didn't write this because I'm jacked thing. Like more than one person wrote about being. I see.
I know it was me. And I was like, people are gonna think this was Alex.
Yeah. Well.
But you actually were the other one.
Yes. And we're not worth it.
No, we're not.
We've proven time and time again. We're not worth it. I had to step away because one of my neighbors has a baby, and the baby is apparently running around the hallway screaming, and I thought that it was April, so I fully got up to make sure she was not being kidnapped out of our apartment.
Oh, I wish I had this one.
What?
Michael F. Iced. Michael.
I see. Thank you for explaining your joke.
You're welcome. It always makes it better.
Yeah, so now I'm voting for Chuck, to be clear.
Phasing out. That's amazing.
Wow. That's so good.
Good. But which one do I pick?
So much just happened to me.
Wow.
No.
I would have said Newsies. I just fell. My chair fell back, and my whole green screen was knocked out.
You fell.
Yeah, I laughed so hard at both actors.
I'm the only one that put Gideon.
Oh my
Hold
god,
on.
I'm gonna go so far down.
No!
Yeah, I won Quiplash, but you know who's really winning?
The
The Actors Fund. The Actors Fund is who's really winning. Carly says, I spent my entire lunch break at work talking about Broadway Jackbox to my still relatively new coworkers. I have a feeling they feel like the world does when Andrew goes on a Disney rant. Love you guys.
Nobody wants it. I don't know why it keeps happening.
And we have one final donation from, I don't know if it's actually from Mike Feist. Mike Feist, is this donation actually from you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a $20 donation from Mike Feist that says, Alex, you are the worst. Thank you so much, Mike. I love interacting with my fans. I'm so excited to be here with you and to provide this content for you, Mike. So, keep working out there, man. You're going to get it.
Oh, wow. We just hit $42,000.
Nice.
Best episode that could possibly happen.
That's very true.
Two Connor Murphys did $42,000. That's pretty
That's
good.
very true. And we've hit...
and we did that I will explain in Disney Ride in great detail. I will do that. So start donating, saying what ride you want me to talk about.
That's right, yes.
Guys, my iPad's at 1%.
Which part is... Oh, wait.
I can still play the game, I think, because I'm playing on my phone, but you won't be able to see me.
Well...
Can you plug it in?
Maybe it's better. It is plugged in. That's the problem.
Oh,
well, you know what actually the problem is? That I would like to know when it happens. So you see, you turn on the TV Guide channel and you can see when it, 2017, happens.
Mike Feist is cool. Take it with you in the car.
Myself.
Know yourself. Nah, I spelled that wrong. No self-scope. You can. Oh, it's for all your viewing needs. Oh, Jesus. And then here's the drawing.
Oh,
Like, Jesus Christ.
And you insert it, and that's your head up top. And it has all these wavelengths and probes and things, and you get to know yourself. No, it's not.
No. Borders divide us.
Always sore.
Oh, wait. I didn't see the sore part.
Oh, guys, Mike's iPad definitely just died.
Pop him out.
Pop him out.
The problem is I have too many.
Wait,
Don't do it.
So it's called Don't Do It.
Mike just drew a giant dick, so I don't really know what else.
Do a
That's what I thought.
succeeded.
He's drew a penis. Oh, Martha and Julie donated $100.
Yeah, pal, I was gonna get to it.
Oh, sorry. I just saw it. I'm sorry. It's your thing. I took it. I apologize.
Thank you for your donation, Martha and Julie. $100 donation for the pure artistry of Mike's no self-scope drawing.
They really are their own entity of
Donation. They're gonna have to open like an LLC to keep donating to the Actors Fund.
Playing Broadway Jackbox with wine at my computer. And that's how you reach Nirvana.
That's very nice.
That's nice. I'm very glad you're having such a good time.
They're playing. For some reason, they clearly want to talk to you if they're playing in your living room and you're sitting on your couch and you're nervous. So get up, go reach Nirvana, go talk to them. They're really great. And they're guys.
It'll relax you.
Well,
very good. Yeah, simple solution.
Thank you.
And it's
Yeah, very good.
great work. Is that some asshole will try and teach you in the intelligentsia on Sunset Boulevard. They will think they know how to reach Nirvana because they will think that they are a meditation guru, but they will not be. So do not listen. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, Andrew.
We gotta not play
Nice.
sometimes.
You're good at this, I gotta say.
Wait,
Um,
Rick was in Newsies?
Yeah.
Mike was in the original Broadway cast of Newsies. Guys, Mike,
Of him is Jack Kelly.
he can dance his ass off. Like, it's kind of, you forget,
Never knew.
but then
That's
he starts
so
going
good.
and he's so tall that it's kind of like, it's kind of thrilling. Everybody, what is your favorite Spring Awakening memory? So everyone pick one memory, except you, Andrew. But you can talk about when you were 4.
I had my surprise Sweet 16 birthday in the basement of the Eugene O'Neill. It was beautiful. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's the first one that came to my mind. I won't share the present that Gideon got me that day because it's too much. But
What did
let's
I
just say, yeah. You don't remember it? Gideon, stop.
Will you
We-
text it to me right
Put
now?
it throw it in the private chat.
Wait, put it in the private chat. Wait, is it Pat?
Anyway, that's my favorite Spring Awakening memory. Someone else.
See?
Wait, Jen, how old were you when you did Spring Awakening, if you don't mind?
No, that's so
I was 15.
bad.
I was
15.
And then I turned 16, and my mom and sister came and threw me a surprise birthday in the basement. And yeah,
Wow.
You were 15, Jen?
yeah,
Guys, I'm here to tell you that's how old those characters were.
that's
When-
how old they were.
Yeah.
Jen was the baby of the group, which is why this present is
Hang on.
really, really
So
bad.
Let me see.
insane.
This is really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
was young too, okay.
Yeah,
I was young
Yeah.
too.
that is not. We shouldn't show that. What? Who wants to go next? Allie, Gideon, your
Alex.
favorite.
Thank you. My favorite Spring Awakening memory is not from the Broadway production, actually. It's from the callback for the audition.
Wow.
We had to learn Purple Summer in sign language for the callback. And I spent hours and hours and hours at home learning it. It was really hard. And I remember during the callback, I got so emotional. I started to cry while I was doing it because I was so, I was, the first time signing and singing was very, very moving for me. So that was my favorite moment. Very selfish.
Oh,
That's not selfish. It's beautiful.
love that.
Favorite.
Mine's more selfish. So I remember. So for some reason, this is the first thing that comes to mind, and I haven't thought about it since it probably happened. But I remember Brian Charles Johnson and I, in between Off-Broadway and Broadway, went to go see Sweeney Todd at the Eugene O'Neill. And I remember sitting in the audience being so amazed at the show and being so excited to be the next show that was coming in. And I remember just being riveted from start to finish of the show, and then also feeling that I was going to come in as well. So that's what I thought of.
I actually know I did the exact same thing. Alex Wise and I did the exact same thing when we knew Spring Awakening was going to Broadway. I believe the show was, It Should Have Been You, a musical comedy. But I know what you're talking about, where you sit there and you're looking at the theater and you're like, I'm going to be in here. It's very easy to be, for this business to kind of harden you and make you kind of jaded. But those little things are very, very exciting. And then I think I'll give 2 for my favorite. The first one was the first time I saw their production when I was Jen's age. I I really will never forget as long as I live the kind of the moment of seeing something and kind of almost like the universe telling you, well, you have no choice. You've now seen something that you cannot unsee, and now this is what you have to do this.
Mhm.
And I think that is a very I think that's something that I realize not a lot of people get in life, but I think probably all of us have some sort of moment like that. And for me, that was the original production of Spring Awakening that you guys were in. And then for our production, there really are too many, but I think a lot about this one moment, and there's actually a photo of it. So in the Broadway production, at the end of the Song of Purple Summer, this big wall that it was just stone, and it was so harsh and oppressive the whole time. It opened up at the very end of the show, and all the kids would walk off into whatever you think Purple Summer is, right? Like it just was this very beautiful image that Michael came up with. And, because Broadway houses are small, it was just like a bunch of mirrors and trees, and it made it look like it was a huge forest. But when we did it in LA, because the theater was so fucking big, it was just like, Allie, how would you describe it? It was like, it looked like a field. It was like,
wait, are you talking about what it looked like from the audience or what it was like for us?
I'm talking about what it looked like for the audience. It was like a giant, like
walking into a like garage filled with flowers.
It was
but from the outside, it was gorgeous.
Right.
It was so beautiful, and the lighting, it was like heaven.
Yeah.
It was an image of heaven. It was stunning.
Right.
But I'm giggling because I'm thinking about what it was like for us back
Yes, of course.
Never that. It's not heaven.
No. It was like walking into like a fucking like plane hangar. But there's this photo of us all just sitting in what looks like a field, just around a tree, and we were all just sitting on like a break from tech when they were figuring out that moment. And you kind of like, I had this moment of like looking around where I was like, I never thought that this would happen, because of course Spring Awakening closed. And like you kind of look around and you're like, I'm with all of these people who in like 3 weeks changed every way that I look about like access and just accessibility and how, you know what I mean? Like it really, there was just this moment where I looked around and I really kind of became changed and very appreciative of that experience. And I also always think about, Allie, how was it when you were, Michael was like, how are we going to get up there? And you were like, Andy can just carry me. So Andy just kind of like scooped your ass up and just walked off with you. That was very fun.
That was the last moment. And it was like, not an accessible moment, and it was like we have to deal with this because we're not going to leave Allie. She doesn't get to go to heaven.
No.
I was just like, well, what if like someone just carried me off? I always said like the stairway to heaven, like someone would carry me up. So I think Andy was volunteered, and Michael was like, Andy? Or no, I think maybe he was like, who do you want to carry you off? And I was like, Mandy. So anyway, that was like a special moment we shared every night.
Yeah. And to transition into Andrew's rant that is coming, I always think about speaking of picking you up, I always think about how developed my quads were when we went to Disney World together. Because picking Allie up, getting and then also our faces when we realized that Disney World is like pretty much entirely accessible. It's like the one place in the world that you like didn't want to be accessible so that you could skip all the lines. And they were like, actually, yeah, you can just wait online. And we were like,
you like want to pull the card so badly, and you can't because everyone shows up in a wheelchair.
Yes.
I can do Splash Mountain, but it's gonna get a little crazy. It has troubled history.
It's
a very racist ride. Yes. Well, Andrew, I'll start the timer.
Okay, do Splash. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Hang on. All right, Splash Mountain. Here we go. Okay, here we go. And go.
So it's kind of crazy how Splash Mountain has taken on a life of its own beyond the film that it's based on. But of course, it is based on Song of the South, which was a very, very it was controversial at the time. There were riots and stuff about the movie. It was not critically acclaimed because it's a very racist movie. And I could get into why it's racist. I will choose not to. If you'd like to know, you can look it up. But it's based on a movie called Song of the South that is very racist, and it's like characters from the movie. Is the ride racist? Yes, it is. There are bad representations of what some would imagine to be like it's racist, but it's fine. I'm not one to say it's fine. I'm going to stop talking about how it's racist. Splash Mountain, they needed some more thrill rides. Michael Eisner really wanted to appeal. This was under Michael Eisner. Michael Eisner is sort of notoriously the worst thing that happened at the Disney parks. Do I agree? Not necessarily. But Michael Eisner was the CEO of Disney at the time, and he really wanted to appeal to the teenagers more, because if you think about it, at the time, Disney really did not have many thrill rides. So they wanted to make a thrilling water ride. They were going to call it something else. I don't remember what it was, but he said, no. Call it Splash Mountain. And the reason for that is because the ride was opening at the same time that the movie Splash starring Tom Hanks was opening. That is true. He wanted synergy. Many people recently have seen this, but I recommend that you look it up. There's a video of a commercial from Splash Mountain's opening. That's a bunch of dudes like rapping, and like they're really hot, and they're like, when you're going down a ride and you're shooting a slide, and it's like, oh my god, what is happening? This is so not on the ride. It's like, how do you do? So that's Splash Mountain. It took them a really long time to figure out how to do that. That kind of drop had never been done before that big. So the cars kept getting flooded when they were testing it, like over and over and over again. The cars were getting flooded until they figured out, if you look at the log that you're in, it curves in the front because all that water goes like inside of the curve and splashes back. That's why you don't really get that wet until after, because all that water is flying back. So like you go down, you're like, and then you get wet. Interesting. What else is there to say about Splash? I will say this. Splash Mountain came after America Sings, which was a show in Tomorrowland with all these like American, eagle animatronics. A lot of the animatronics in Splash Mountain, in that last scene on the Zippity Lady on the boat, are taken straight out of America Sings. Literally just like they plonk. You look at the birds, like look at videos of America Sings, look at videos of Splash Mountain. It's the same animatronics. They're just there, which is scary because a woman died in America Sings. And one day I'll talk about that another time, but I used to fear that a lot, that like they saw someone die and now I felt like they were watching me and I was going to die. Anyway, that's
done. Good job. Sure.
That was amazing.
Wow. Andrew.
Isn't that something?
I can't talk really about anything.
Have you seen the docu-series on Disney Plus about all the Disney rides?
I think I've watched it twice, actually.
The history of the parks, really.
Yes, it's fantastic.
It's so good.
We're talking about the Imagineering story on Disney Plus. I highly recommend that everyone go watch it. I'm plugging in my laptop at this moment.
Before we play this last game, it's come to my attention that some people are really looking forward to a moment, and that moment, it's an arbitrary time of day, and we've been reading off a lot of high value donations in the hundreds of dollars. Sometimes when fundraisers are happening, you can feel like, I don't have hundreds of dollars. What's the point? I should not contribute. But we are here to tell you that small donations add up. And any amount of money that you can give, if you are able, we appreciate it so much. The Actors Fund appreciates it so much. All of the actors and stage managers and ushers and everybody out of work appreciate it so much. And you're helping so many people. So how can you help with small donations? Now think of, I don't know, back in the day when you could go to a Starbucks, a Frappuccino would be $4.20 or so, right? Arbitrarily $4.20. So you can donate $4.20 right now and leave the comment nice, $4.20, nice. That would be really great. You could also donate $6.66 and say, I don't know, hell yeah. You could also donate $6.96 or $6.69 or $69, and you can say, oh baby, when you do this. So any combination of this really will start to add up. Oh, I see that they're already flowing in. Lots of nices, lots of 420 nices. Yes. Very good. And also you can donate $1 if you want.
$1 for feminism.
$1 for, yes, of course. Saleha Pfeiffer's lasting contribution on this show. Holy shit. Everyone, we have just received a $666 donation from Liam that says, hell yeah, I am agog with this Dear Evan Hansen and Spring Awakening mashup. Alex and Andrew, what you're doing here is amazing. Love and good health to all of you. Thank you so much for that huge donation, Liam.
Legendary.
Got nothing to say. With that, you've blasted us right past our stretch goal for the day. So now it's just gravy.
Oh no, mine got weird.
Well, that's okay.
Have you ever tried jetpacking? That's when you hear me out. This is nuts, but you put on a jetpack and fly.
Jen, how did it feel when you found out you were nominated for a Tony in the world of Smash?
Oh my God, stop, because I was just thinking about that today.
Wait, it's your turn to tell a joke, and then I want to get into this, actually. Okay.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah, go for it. It's okay, go for
How
it.
many butts does it take to change a light bulb? 3, 1 to screw it in, and 2 to make it shine. I'm so sorry.
Okay. My love life is like Walter White, full of chemistry.
That's good.
Not your dad's
That's
character.
good.
I'm so old. I remember when Mr. Clean was not. He was always hot. Who are we kidding? Thank you. Hello, historical fiction. Middle school for me was like Wonder Woman. You may say I'm a dreamer.
What?
Because the Gal Gadot Imagine video. That's the joke.
Oh, but you had to explain it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, I guess. I was directing Honk Jr. when I got the email that I was called back for Evan. So, like, I was literally like, I was here on my laptop telling the kids, like, being like, all right, guys, so just make sure. My mom was in the room. She's like, check your email. I check my email while I'm talking to them, and I look at it. I'm like, remember to bring in your green hats if you're a bullfrog. Like,
Wow, an absolute
Yes.
decimation by Gideon.
Medium.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, all right. I call my bedroom the Broadway because it's time. For me. Not your dad's tiger.
I can't go up against that.
I love it.
What's the difference between most people and receipts? Well, I can rip receipts.
Oh my God.
The delivery.
Oh, historical fiction.
My doctor said I have a bad case of the reality shows because I keep starting that drama, baby.
I lost.
Wait, just look at the computer and read.
I was a kid. We didn't have poops. We had scoops. I don't know.
I like the rules.
A group of legs walk into a bar, and people on top of them have drinks.
Nice.
That's
420.
historical fiction.
My nickname is Deck of Cards because I can be a queen, king, or a joker.
So the things that we've joked about, people have probably turned into T-shirts, and now Andrew's going to check and see if
Yeah, we
that
do this
happened.
at the end of some episodes when there's a lot, and oh boy, this is overwhelming. Okay, here we go. Ready? Here's all the stuff things that we said today is now you can purchase on a T-shirt. Okay. Look at that. We have Jackbox and ASL, which is actually really cool. Mike Faist on Broadway Jackbox is a power move. Respect everyone on Broadway Jackbox. Hashtag respect everyone. Friends, smiley face. WT.
WT.
I love that Poison band. It's I love the band Poison, not okay. I love that Poison band. Michael F. Ice is there. Actors, F it. WT, ooh, F it.
That's insane.
Damiano is a BOA Jackbox queen. My cat did something. I'm confused. Everyone who's been on Broadway Jackbox. West Side Story DVD. Mike Feist is cool. Meowch, Borders Divide Us on a face mask.
Oh my God.
No scope. Mike and West Side Story DVD. It's always a penis. ABF. Magic Mushroom. Middle Reaction. Send code. Boo. Get up. Nice guys. Very approachable. Charity. It's for charity. I got you. Move to LA. Fox Drive. Michael F. Ice, where it says Michael F. on with iced coffee.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Get up. Hear me out. This is nuts. Hashtag validate Jen. Dreams are just a fancy version of reality. My love life is like Walter Wright, full of chemistry. You said this in the last 7 minutes. Mr. Hot, tricky. Adopt, don't shop, pop, and always another verse.
Yes.
Mike Feist came out of hiding for 40 minutes, and now you won't see him for another until West Side Story comes out.
Mhm.
If then.
Right? That's true.
no.
Great musical.
Bye, guys.
Bye.